Okay, so a periodic function of time, which is your v of t, having a fundamental period t0, okay, can be represented as infinite sum of sinusoidal waveforms. Okay, so this summation called Fourier series may be written in several forms. Okay, so this summation, which is called your Fourier series, may be written in several forms. Okay, so there is a trigonometric form of Fourier series, there is a alternative form, there is a exponential form of Fourier series. So multiple forms of Fourier series are available. Mostly the Fourier series that you have been taught is actually the trigonometric Fourier series. Okay, so the trigonometric form could be written like this. It is okay. The trigonometric form of Fourier series is given by your v of t is equal to a0 plus summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity an cos 2 pi nt by t0. Okay, so that plus summation of your n is equal to 1 to infinity bn sine 2 pi n t by t0. Okay, so in this case you could see if you try to expand this one, then you will find that you will have these terms, you will have this a0. Okay, so a0 is nothing but it is a DC component. Okay, and this DC component is basically the average value of this signal, and it is given by your 10 a0 is equal to 1 by t0 integral from minus t0 by 2 to t0 by 2 v of t dt. Okay, so besides that there is a summation, you could see this summation of summation from n is equal to 1 to infinity an cos 2 pi nt by t0 is there. So it could be evaluated in this way. Let me write here. So your an is given by 2 by t0. Okay, integral from the same limit applies minus t0 by 2 to t0 by 2. Okay, then v of t cos 2 pi nt by t0 dt. Okay, and similarly we could also find the value of bn for the second summation. We could find the value of bn, and bn could be found by your 2 by t0. Okay, integral from minus t0 by 2 to t0 by 2 v of t, okay, sine 2 pi nt by t0 dt. So if you look at the Fourier series, it may just look like any other mathematical equation. However, this is a very powerful equation. It is such a powerful equation that whatever signal v of t you feed to it, it could decompose that into sum of sinusoidal components and your DC components. Okay, so now there are actually different forms of Fourier series. In this Fourier series, if you try to find out the strength of a particular component here means frequency component. This n by t0, you could see this n by t0. Let me just use another color. So in this equation, just try to look at this n by t0. This gives you the frequency. Okay, and this n by t0 is present in both these summations. Okay, so n by t0 could be written like this. Let me just show you here. N by t0 could be written as n f0. Okay, so f0 is the frequency component, and an and bn are the strength of that frequency component. So whenever you have to find the strength of, suppose you want to find what is the strength of a particular frequency component or the magnitude of a particular frequency component, what you have to do, you have to find the resultant of the two signals, for in the n by t0 component, which is present in the first part of this summation, in the first summation and in the second summation. So both things resultant you have to find out in order to find the resultant actually, or the strength of a particular frequency component. Now that becomes a little bit difficult. So some people came with an alternative form of Fourier series. Okay, so let me just show you the alternative form of Fourier series. So the alternative form of Fourier series. See, these alternative form of Fourier series are actually related to the trigonometric form of Fourier series. They are only for the sake of simplicity. In some of the applications related to electronics and electrical engineering, or computer engineering, we require certain things. Okay, we want it to be a lot easier for our analysis, so that's why we write it in this alternative form. Okay, so the alternative form is given by v of t is equal to c0 plus summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity cn cos 2 pi nt by t0 minus phi n. Now there is a relationship between this Fourier series and the previous form of Fourier series. Okay, but we will not be discussing the derivation, like how this Fourier series came from that. But you just remember that okay, this series has also been derived from the previous series. We will only see the similarities or the relationship between the series, these two series. Okay, so if we compare these two series, then C0 will be equal to A0. This form and the trigonometric form, if we compare, C0 will be equal to A0. Now, besides that, what we have done here, we have expressed the sine and cosine components into a single cosine component. So here your Cn will be equal to root over of an square plus bn square. Okay, and similarly, there you could see there is a term called phi n on the end. So let me just show you what is your phi n. So phi n is equal to tan inverse bn by an. So it is in this way. Okay, so this is the relationship between the two Fourier series. Now what has happened, an and bn have been replaced, okay, by cn here. So what is the advantage here? Here the advantage is you could directly find out the strength of a particular frequency component. Okay, so n by t0 here also you could see n by t0 is actually your nf0. Okay, so a particular frequency, and cn is that strength, is the strength or magnitude. If we try to find out mod magnitude of this cn, we could always find it out. So cn is that strength or magnitude of that particular frequency component. So cn, that's why cn are called your spectral amplitudes. Okay, and cn is actually the amplitude of spectral component. Okay, cn is your amplitude of spectral component. Cn cos 2 pi nt, sorry, n f0 t, 2 pi n f0 t minus phi n. So n by t0 was there, so we have written it in this way, n f0, because 1 by t0 is actually f0. Okay, and at your frequency n f0. Okay, so it is the amplitude. We could always find the magnitude also. So this is one of the form of Fourier series. Okay, then there is again another form of Fourier series, which is called the exponential form of Fourier series. Exponential form of Fourier series. Okay, so in the examination, mostly you will be getting questions on the trigonometric form of the Fourier series and on the exponential form of the Fourier series. There will be hardly any questions on the alternative form. But if there is a question, I think you could easily find it out. You have to find an, bn, and then you could get all these values. So then there is this exponential form of Fourier series. Okay, so see, the exponential form of Fourier series finds extensive application in communication theory. Okay, let me write that. The exponential form of, you could note it down. Fs is for Fourier series, finds extensive application in communication theory. Okay, so this form is given by, let me write it. The form is given by, so see, V of t is equal to summation of n is equal to minus infinity to infinity Vn e to the power j 2 pi nt by t0. Okay, this is in this simple form. Try to remember one thing. Here I have marked, I have taken a variable here, Vn. Okay, in some books you may find it to be mentioned as Cn also. So there is no problem with that. Okay, in some questions also we will be taking taking it as Cn also. Okay, so name could be different, doesn't make any big change. So where your Vn, V subscript n, is given by this equation Vn is equal to 1 by t0, where obviously your t0 is the period. Okay, integral from minus t0 by 2 to t0 by 2 V of t, okay, e to the power minus j 2 pi nt by t0 dt. So remember this Fourier series. Okay, when we will be discussing about the Fourier transform, okay, at that time I will ask you to compare the Fourier transform with this form of Fourier series, and you will tell me what are the similarities and what are the differences. Okay, so here you could see the coefficient Vn could be found by this
Sir,
equation. Tell me.
so what is that exponential power to minus after that?
Minus j 2 pi nt. Which one you are asking, the first one or the this coefficient which we are finding?
No, sir, this one, sir. I got it, sir. Got it.
Got it, na? Minus j 2 pi nt by t0. Okay, so there are a few properties of this coefficient. Let us just discuss the properties of the coefficients also. Okay, and how it is related to the alternative form also. Okay, so the coefficients Vn have the property that your Vn and V of minus n are complex conjugates. Okay, conjugates of one another. Okay, so we could write it in this way, that is your Vn is equal to V of minus n star. So normally complex conjugates are denoted by this star. So if one is in this form a plus ij, ib, the excuse me, if one is in the form a plus ib, the other will be a minus ib. In that form they will be there. So there are some some relationships between the alternative form of Fourier series and this form of Fourier series. Let us look at those relationships. So these coefficients are related to Cn by your V0 is equal to your C0. Okay, and your Vn is equal to Cn by 2 e to the power minus j phi n. So this is the relationship. So here in this Fourier series, this Vn that we have found out, those are called the spectral amplitudes. Okay, let me write that. So the Vn's, B subscript n space s. The Vn's are the spectral amplitudes of the spectral components. Which spectral components? Vn e to the power j 2 pi n f0 t. Okay, n f0, I hope you understand that these are the frequency components. Okay, n f0 means 1 f0, 2 f0, 3 f0 likewise. Okay, so these are the three forms of Fourier series. However, there are a few conditions that are required for Fourier series to exist, and we know them by the Dirichlet's conditions. Just let me note them here so that you will just remember whatever you have read in mathematics. Same conditions are there. Let me just reiterate them. Dirichlet conditions. So there are few conditions which require for the Fourier series to exist. You have read it in mathematics. I am just repeating them. Okay. So any function v of t can be formed as a Fourier series. Okay, if the following conditions are satisfied. If the following conditions are satisfied. Okay, following conditions are satisfied. So there are three conditions here. Let me write them one by one. So v of t is periodic. Okay, single valued and finite. This is the first condition. Then the second condition is v of t has at the most a finite number of maxima and minima. Okay, then the third one is v of t has a finite number of discontinuities in any one period. Okay, so basically what it requires is the signal to be finite. If the signal is finite, I think you could easily find out the Fourier series of any signal. Okay, so now that we have discussed the different forms of Fourier series, it would be worthy to do certain problems on it. Okay, let us do some small questions on Fourier series and find out if they are Fourier series. So just remember one thing, that in the examination mostly you will be getting questions on square waves. Okay, that is what we require in digital communication. So you will be getting most of the questions on square waves mostly. Okay, so try to practice as many questions as possible in the that kind of questions. Okay, where there will be square waves. So let us do some questions on it. So the question is like this: find the Fourier series of the signal below. below. Okay, so the signal here looks like this. So this is the axis. Okay, this is the 0 position, and this is your t by 4. This is your t by 2, and on the other side it is minus t by 4, and it is here minus t by 2. Okay, and let me just draw the signal here. So this signal looks like this. Okay, the signal looks like this. Its amplitude is a here, uh, on the y-axis the amplitude is a here, and it is minus a here. Okay, in this way. So could you find out the Fourier series of this signal? Could you just tell me which of the components will be present and which of the components will not be present in the Fourier series? We are actually trying to find the trigonometric form of the Fourier series, the first form. Okay, so if you look at it, and could you tell me just what are the components that will be present and which components will be absent? Yes, any answers? You know the form, right? Let me just rewrite the Fourier series here. So the expression for Fourier series is sorry, what happened? Okay, so the expression for Fourier series is like this. Your x of t is equal to a0 plus summation of your n is equal to 1 to infinity, your an cos n omega 0 t plus bn sin n omega 0 t. Okay. Okay, so now look at this signal and you tell me which of the components will be present and which will be absent based on your
Sorry,
previous knowledge of Fourier series. Tell
so
me.
it's a even function, so the sine
Very good,
component won't be there.
very good. Yes. So let me just
Yeah.
strike that out. So
Hmm.
as what is your name?
So Rishyani Bhattacharya.
As Rishyani told that
Huh.
this component will not be present. Okay, which I have marked in red, that will be not present because this is an even function. Okay, if you look at this, you could see that across the y-axis it is symmetric. It is just a mirror image on the both sides. Okay, so you could see. So that's why this component will not be present. Any other observations from this? Any other observations? The first thing was obviously that x of t was equal to your x of minus t. So obviously the bn sin n omega 0 t, that term and that summation will be 0. What other observations could you find? If we try to find out the area of this waveform, what will be the area? Can you tell me?
So will the A not be
Huh?
there?
Can you find out the area? That is what I am asking. Can you find out the area of this waveform? See, if you find the area of this waveform, let me just show you. So see, if you find the area of this waveform, okay, you could find that it is still symmetric across the x-axis, isn't it? See, so if we try to find out this area, it will be 0 here because this signal is also symmetrical across the x-axis. So if we try to find out its average value, it will be 0. You could always try to find out a0 also. You could always try to find out a0, but you will find that if you get a waveform like this, a0 will come out to be 0.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so these are the two things that we don't need to find. We have to only find the value of that an. That's all. Okay, so let me write that. Let me just write it. Huh? Give me a minute. Okay. So since the given waveform is symmetrical, that is your x of t is equal to x of minus t, sorry, is equal to x of minus t. Okay. So only even functions, so only even functions will be present, and your Bn is equal to 0. Okay. That means we have to calculate your A0 and An and An. This we should have calculated, but there is another condition here. But since given waveform is symmetrical about the horizontal axis, which is your x-axis, horizontal axis, the average value or the average area, you could say, is 0. Okay, the average area is 0, and hence the DC term, and hence the DC term, sorry, DC term, or you could say the average term A0 is equal to 0. So we don't need to find A0 also. So what we have to find? Let's see. The resulting Fourier series Fs, Fourier series will be in this form. Your x of t is equal to summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity an cos n omega 0 t. Okay, so it will be in this form. Let it be equation 2, and just mark the previous equation as equation number 1. Okay, so let us try to find out the value of an. Okay, so in order to find out the value of an, what we have to do, you know, we have to first express that equation, that signal what is given to you in form of a equation, then only we could find out its Fourier series. Okay, so let me just redraw the signal and let me show you what will be the exact value of that signal, how it could be expressed. Okay, so the signal was like this. Let me just draw it in short. Okay, so the signal was like this. This was your t by 4, and this was your t by 2. This was your minus t by 4, and this was your minus t by 2. Okay, and this was your a, and this is your minus a. Now you could not like directly express this signal in any directly in any function. However, you could always graphically represent it. Okay, so let us represent it. So now from the figure, okay, your x of t is equal to, okay, see, if you take the limits, okay, let's see this place. Okay, so here you could see that from minus t by 2 to minus t by 4, the value of this function is how much? Minus a. So let me write that. So its value is how much? Minus a for how much? Minus t by 2 to minus t by 4. Got it? Similarly, just look at this place. Okay, the value of this function from minus t by 4 to t by 4 is a. So let me write that. So it is equal to a for minus t by 2 to your, sorry, minus t by 4 to your t by 4. Okay, then from t by 4 to t by 2, its value is again minus a. So let me write that also. So it is equal to minus a for your minus, sorry, from t by 4 to your t by 2. Okay, So in this way we could represent it. Let it be this set of these three equations. Let it be your equation 3. Okay. So now we could easily find out the Fourier series. Okay. So what we have to find out? We have to find out an. Okay. So we know the formula to find out an. Okay. An is equal to how much? The period is actually we could write it like this: 2 by t. Okay. Integral from minus t by 2 to t by 2, because this signal exists from minus t by 2 to t by 2. If you could look at it, okay, if you look at it, you could find out that this signal exists from minus t by 2 to t by 2. That's why we have limited this integral from minus t by 2 to t by 2. Then your x of t, okay, cos n omega 0 t dt. Okay, now let us put the value of x of t here, and then we will have three different terms in this equation. Okay, so we could write it like this, that an is equal to 2 by t. Okay, so the first term here will be integral from minus t by 2 to minus t by 4. There the value of this function is minus a, so we will write it as minus a cos n omega 0 t dt. Okay, then that plus again 2 by t, integral from minus t by 4, okay, to t by 4. The value is a, so we will write it as a cos n omega 0 t dt. Got it? Then the third term, let me write it here, that plus, okay, integral from your t by 4 to t by 2. Here also the value is minus a cos n omega 0 t dt. Got it? So in this way we could express it. Now what you could do is you could just solve this integral. Simply you have to solve this integral. So you know that the integral of that cos is how much? Sine. Because n omega 0 is inside it, so you will get 1 by n omega 0 outside it, right? So let us integrate them and try to solve it. Okay, so that is equal to 2a by t. Okay, 2a by t. I have taken out this t. I have taken out this a. Okay, and in brackets, okay, so I have taken this 2a by t common from all the equations. Okay, then in the bracket, okay, so the first term is minus sine n omega 0 t by n omega 0. I hope you understand the integral. Minus t by 2 to minus t by 4 are the limits. Now that plus again in brackets, okay, sine n omega 0 t, because there was no negative sign there, that's why it is not there. So n omega 0, okay, and the limits are from your minus t by 4 lower limit, the upper limit is t by 4. Okay, and then the third term is plus, okay, minus sine n omega 0 t by n omega 0. Then the limits are from t by 4 to t by 2. Got it? Noted it? So now we will put the limits inside the brackets. Okay. So let us put the limits there. Have you noted it? Let me just scroll up. So we will get this will be equal to 2a, okay, by n omega 0 capital T. So we have n omega 0 in all the terms, so we have taken it out common. Okay, so and then in the bracket, let us just put the values. So we will get these terms. So minus sine minus n omega 0 t by 4, because minus t by 4 was the term, was the upper limit, sorry. So that plus sine of minus n omega 0 t by 2. Okay, then the other terms, that plus sine n omega 0 t by 4. Okay, then minus sine minus n omega 0 t by 4. This will be another term. Then the next term will be minus sine n omega 0 t by 2. Okay. Then there will be another term that will be, so 6 terms must be there. 2, 2, 4, 2, 6 plus sine n omega 0 t by 4. Okay. So these are the terms that we will be getting. So is there a chance any of these terms could be cancelled? Is there a chance any of these terms could be cancelled? It cannot be cancelled. None of the terms will be actually cancelled. So let us see which of the terms are actually the same, and we will try to add them. Okay. So here you could see minus sine, this term you could see minus sine minus n omega 0 t by 4. Sine of minus theta is how much? Minus sine theta, right? So that minus would come outside, and this term are similar. Sine n omega 0 t by 4. Similarly, we have some other terms which are also similar. Okay, let me show you by some other color. So this term sine of minus n omega 0 t by 2 and this term, these two terms are the same. Okay, they could be added, and then these two terms, sorry, then these two terms are similar, so they could also be added. So let us add them, right? You're understanding or not? Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
So these terms are similar, huh? So we can just add them. So let us add them and write them. So we will get, this will be equal to, okay, your 2a by n omega 0 t. Then in the brackets, we will find these terms, minus 2 sine minus n omega 0 t by 4. Okay. Then the next term will be minus 2 sine n omega 0 t by 2. Okay. And the third term will be plus 2 sine n omega 0 t by 4. So these are the three terms. Now I think two more terms could be added. So this term and this term are actually similar. Yes. So they could be simply added. So let us add them. So this is equal to 2a by n omega 0 t. Then in the bracket we will get 4 sine n omega 0 t by 4. Okay. Minus 2 sine n omega 0 t by 2. So these are the terms that we will be getting. Okay. And then this is equal to, now if we just multiply what is outside this bracket into what is inside this bracket, then we will simply get these terms. We will get 2 into 4 is 8. So 8a by n omega 0 t. Okay. Then sine of n omega 0 t by 4. Okay. Minus 2 into 2 is 4. So 4 by n omega 0 t sine, okay, n omega 0 t by 2. Okay. So these are the terms that we will get. Okay. So there are a few things that we have to understand here. There are a few terms here which will be actually 0. Let us look at these terms which will be 0. So we know that, okay, your omega 0 is equal to 2 pi by t. This is what we know. Omega 0 is equal to 2 pi by t. Or we could write it in this way. Omega 0 t is equal to 2 pi. Okay. So you could see in the above equation, if we put the value of omega 0 t is equal to 2 pi, the second term in this expression will be 0. Okay. The second term that you see, this will become 0. Just put 2 pi there. Okay, the 2 which is in the denominator will be cancelled and it will be n pi, right? So n pi is, sin n pi is, we know it to be 0. Okay, so only the first term will be there. However, the first term will also have conditions. Okay, we'll have some problems. At the value of n is equal to even, its value will be 0 again. Okay, so these are the effects that will be there on this expression once we put omega 0 t is equal to 2 pi. I hope you understood it, or any doubt. So let me write that also. Since your omega 0 is equal to 2 pi by t, or omega 0 t is equal to 2 pi, so that the second term in above expression is 0. Okay, for all integer values of your small n. Okay, so therefore your an, let me write it here, therefore this expression reduces to your an is equal to 8a by 2n pi. Okay, sine n pi by 2, because we have already put did I leave anything here? N pi by 2. Okay, so which is also equal to 4a by n pi sine n pi by 2. Okay, so this is the expression, and here also you could find that when the value of n is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8 like that, then also this expression will be 0. Okay, only for odd values of n we will get some values. Okay, so now let us put the value of an in our equation number 2, which was the equation for the Fourier series. Okay, so putting the value of your an in equation 2, okay, we will get x of t is equal to summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity, okay, 4a by n pi sine n pi by 2, and then there is your cos n omega 0 t. Okay, so if we put the values for your n is equal to 1, 2, 3, likewise, if we put them, we will get it like this. Your x of t is equal to, only for odd values we will get some value. So this will be equal to 4a by pi, because n is equal to 1 for the first value. So into 1 cos omega 0 t. Then the even one will be 0. Okay, then that plus 4a by 3 pi, then the next one will be minus 1. Okay, cos 3 omega 0 t. Okay, then that plus again 0, then that plus dot 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 dot. This way this series goes on.